Wow. Messing with y'all. Hey, what up, man? It's Mustang Mike S197, aka Manosphere, back again for another video. I'm going to do a part two to that. I'm going to do a part two to the why men shouldn't get married. I got some good feedback, some not so good feedback, some critiques, but it's good. You know what I'm saying? It's going to help me get better at what I'm doing, and they want me to elaborate more. So it's not so much just about the whole money thing, you know what I'm saying, and men losing stuff, which is the reason why men don't want to get married. One of the reasons and what somebody brought up was so both men and women is both of them, man. Both men and women have too many options. I feel like social media has corrupted a lot of the young minds, or everybody for real, especially Gen Z. We idolize what we see on social media and music videos and stuff, and women see women, you know what I'm saying, just being for the streets and doing them, having fun, not giving a F about ninjas. So I'm gonna call them ninjas. And men, they just want to be out having fun doing them too. You know what I'm saying? So, and when people are in relationships, it's so brief. It's like they're not even in a real relationship. They just together real quick, and then boom, it's done. It just seemed like people got too many. Like I said, people got too many options, and people don't want to stick in a relationship, and people don't want to fight for their marriages or fight for a relationship because there's already somebody else in the DM just waiting to get a go at it. You know what I'm saying? So it's both. Social media corrupted all of us. So now I feel like nowadays it's real difficult to be in a relationship. So it's the fault is for men and women. You know what I'm saying? Um, okay, and then it was difficult. Okay, they said we're in a traditional. Okay, so and then also I feel like marriages worked out before because back in the day before baby boomers, like our grandparents, marriage worked better in the past because they want people who wanted to be united, be in a family, stay connected. We didn't have none of the social media, so all you guys, everybody had was each other. So and they were born in those are traditional households. Now we're at 2021. We're in a modern day society. We weren't raised, and there's no offense to our parents, but we weren't raised in, a lot of us, not everybody, but majority of us, a lot of us aren't raised in traditional households, and a lot of us are raised from single mothers. So how can you be a traditional woman, or how can you be a traditional man if you weren't born in a traditional household? You know what I'm saying? We're born in modern day society, so it's hard to, so you're going to be modern, and like a lot of days women want traditional men, but like these men are simps. You know what I'm saying? And it's, no offense to the single moms, but you need a man. You need a husband. Men and women need each other. As much as women want to say f men, get money, I'm just focused on myself. You do need a man, and men need women. So what was I getting to? So what happens? These men, they're like simp types. Like women like a masculine man. Like if you want to be a traditional household, women want a masculine man to take charge, protect, lead the house. You know what I'm saying? Do what they got to do for the family. And if the woman want to be a traditional woman, she takes care of the kids, cooks, cleans. She can have a little job on the side, whatever. But her main focus is the woman duties. We're not equal, but we're equal in our priorities, if that makes sense. Like men have the things they have to do, and women have the things they have to do to for everything to work out, really. So like women have their duties and men have their duties. With modern day society, those duties are scattered all over the place. So men are being like type sins. They're indecisive. They don't know how to take charge because we were raised by women that are indecisive. Like we take on the traits of our mothers. No offense to the single mothers out there, but a man growing up without a father to show him how to be a man becomes like a type simp. And then what happens when they grow up? These strong independent women that raise their daughters to become strong independent women, and they end up having like masculine qualities in a sense and losing some of their femininity. So then when these women meet these non-masculine men, these simp men, like they're unattracted to them. So the only time they really do find some masculinity is the boys that's in the streets hustling, doing, you know what I'm saying? They find masculinity in that, and then that becomes type toxic because those dudes, like they in the streets, you know what I'm saying? So they end up in jail or dead or something like that, and then these women end up hurt and they getting cheated on and all this other stuff. And then when these women get cheated on, then they turn out bad too, and then they want to be for the streets and be hoes and da da da. So it's like it'd be messed up all the way around. But hold on, let me get back to right where I was at. So the whole traditional modern day thing. So um with us failing with that is like we want things. It's like we're in a modern day society, but women and some men want traditional, but they don't even know where to start because they weren't born in a traditional household. So it's like people want to be like 90% modern because that's all they know now, and then they want to be 10% traditional because they kind of saw that from their grandparents. You know, they got caught a glimpse of that marriage and what grandpop and grandmom did. But we're all wrapped up in modern day society. So that's what I want to say about that part. So being traditional in a modern day society is pretty difficult. Um, Oh, and then also not my mistake. Not all women are bad. I was just talk about when I was talking about that stuff with the whole divorce and women taking money and leaving the men with nothing. That's like majority of women. So if you get 100 women and you put 100 women in a room, about 10 of those women are are the women that's gonna be like, no, I'm cool. I'm not gonna leave with nothing. He can have it all because that was all his before we even got married. Da da da. So like that's the small percent of like good chill women. Where the 90% of the ratchet women that just don't care and they just offer them like, nah, I want half of all that. Da 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 da. Even though he worked for 10 years to build his wealth to 10 million or whatever how much that man is worth, and then all of a sudden you only married for a year, get a divorce, and you get half that, which don't make sense. But yeah, but not all women are bad. Women because all right, said women become masculine and lose their femininity, and and then what happens is a lot of times women can end up alone like that because when they feel like they want to be for the streets and have all this fun, they wait so long to actually get in a relationship to like 35 or 40 that when they finally want to get in a relationship, these men that's their age don't even want to deal with them no more because they got too much mouth, too much back talk. It's annoying. So they'll go and date like younger women. And I'm sure a lot of women see that nowadays that older men try to date younger women. So like we get older, right? So when we're done having all this dumb fun, we get like 40, 45 years old. The women actually want a man her age when the men want like a 25-year-old, 35-year-old, I mean 25 or 30-year-old woman, which they can get because if you're a high value man and you on your purpose and you still look good, you know what I'm saying, and you got bread and you know doing what you got to do for yourself, you can still pull a younger woman. Most people nowadays and then most people nowadays just want to have fun and like weigh out their options. Like if you looking how we are nowadays, everybody just going to the club doing them. People want to a lot of like I said, Gen Z millennials, they just want to travel. They don't want to be in relationships. They just want to concentrate on doing them, like being more selfish. You know what I'm saying? And in a traditional household, people are more selfless and not as selfish. But us being how we are now, everybody's just about them, about their goals, about what they want. You know what I'm saying? And having a family in a modern day society can sometimes hinder you wanting to be selfish and just focusing on yourself. But like again, like all we see is what we see on YouTube and um, Facebook and Instagram, TikTok. Like people, it's like we're idolizing just being for the streets. Everybody being for the streets, just what I'm saying. And then like a lot of things don't even like if you look at these a lot of marriages and relationships are just ending, so people just see that as like doubt. Like what's the point? You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of people just seem like when you get with somebody, is not that person isn't yours. It's just your turn to have them because that's what it seemed like. It's just our turn to be with that person because like if you're going to be married, right, and then you always see is marriages that fail in 2 or 4 years, or you in a relationship 2 to 3 or 4 years, it seems like if the end result isn't forever with that person, then what's the point? Because all it is, we're just still jumping from person to person, but in a longer term. So if I'm out here being a thought and I'm messing with 12 or 15 different females quickly in like a month or two, hey, it is what it is. Now, if I'm out here being with females and the relationships keep ending, I'm with one female and it ends in 2 months or in a year or something, you're still being with a lot of people just in longer time periods, because if y'all not in it for forever, or y'all not strong enough to fight for that relationship, y'all still just end up, you know what I'm saying, hopping from one person to the next, trying to find your person, till you end up in like 2 failed marriages and like 10 different relationships and 12 different hookups and one night stands. And you gotta stop yourself for a second, like, yo, what's going on? Like, what am I doing? So it's like now it almost seems like a lost cause, and it's like you don't want to lose hope, men or women, like they don't want to lose hope, and at the same time it's like they just still want to be for themselves. And then the women that is out here that want to be in a relationship, they keep trying to get with dudes that don't want to be in a relationship, and vice versa. So I think that's basically all. I was just trying to sum up what, my bad, camera took an L. But anyway, that was just me trying to elaborate and finish up why men don't want to get married from the first one. It's mainly both. Everybody just stuck wanting to play the field, but don't want to get off the field. You know what I'm saying? Or just scared to get off the field, so they just stay on the field. But I'm still gonna say majority is men don't want to get married, because like I said, they're fearful, and again, they just want to be out here doing them. And again, men hold the access to relationships and marriage, and women hold the access to sex. Everybody's out here just, digging each other out and having a good time, but not committing. So, there's just no marriage and no relationships happening. If a man don't want it, then it's not going to happen. Everybody just going to be out here being in each other's guts and splashing around in the pool, having a good time. That's it. So anyway, don't forget to hit that notification button for more content coming soon. I'm gonna be trying to post like every day or every other day. Try to stay consistent with this. Add me on Instagram, Mustang Mike S197. Like, comment, subscribe, share. And yeah, man, that's it. If y'all got anything, y'all want to hit me up in the DMs or comment down below, let me know. I like positive and negative feedback. You know what I'm saying? Everything makes it better. And so until next time, y'all.